Morning, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing absolutely fantastic today. Just a reminder, everything we're about to do is just for educational and entertainment purposes only. We do not trade with live funds, and this is strictly just used to demo and paper trade. You guys should be able to see my screen fine now. If you can just give me a second, I just want to make sure I tag everybody on our Discord just to make sure that they're all available and they know where we're at. And I hope you guys are doing well too. If you guys have any questions or things that you want to see, please let me know, and I'll be here to answer them and help where I can. Right now, I'm just on the Discord side trying to tag everybody. Almost done, and then we can get moving. One more. There we go. All right, everybody. Nice drop. A couple of bit, about an hour ago, it seems. Right at, yeah, an hour ago, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Cool. Are you guys getting my audio? Can you guys hear me okay? It looks good on my end. Just let me know if for some reason it's not working. So down here at the bottom, we had a really nice win on US30 and on the Russell. The Russell was literally perfection. It's been really good this week. We had our first entry here. True Algo stacked the boxes to protect you. Really, really good retracement opportunities. So like where this is entrance one, then this is your sniper entrance. With that stop is when you close above the next box. And then if you're not awake for any of this, if you're awake here at 8 a.m., sorry, not 8 a.m., 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, in case you're not awake during London, that is a new short with, again, retracement that runs against it. Your stop is above the box. So these are sniper entries. And if you missed any of those, once again, there's another bearish candle that closes below the box here at 7:15. And so the Russell was the one that allowed you to be in the position before any of these played out. And then obviously we just want to target that 9.2, but you can see the flood that occurs. And then from there it's down. And then when we're down here, this is really important going forward. Right here on the right side, this is the Russell. You're red on red with True Algo. So the only thing you can be looking for is for price to push lower. You can't fight this. So if price moonshots right now and shoots straight vertical, we don't play a long from this area. We just let that go and you move on to another asset. The next long is going to be all the way up here at 2030. So this is not an area to play longs from. You just let it go and push down further. There's a potential that in the middle of your screen, this is for people that are using ETFs or 0-day expiration, folks. The QQQ, if it hits this gray box down here, that can produce a long position if we can close above. And if not, if it drops further, you can see it's in the red box now and it's played out perfect. That's level 4 straight down to level 5.5, straight to level 6 and 7. And it's pretty impeccable how it literally just stops to a T right there. But as of right now, you as a retail trader or someone who doesn't use our system, you've already had a chance to get into this area. You don't play here. Let retail traders get chopped up in this area. The next position on this, again, first was hit this box, close with a bullish candle above it. Then we can look for reasons to go long at New York Open because, again, this is the QQQ for ETFs. Or push down below this box, close bearish, then that would be a short opportunity to go lower and lower. So the Russell will be a little bit difficult to look for things again until we get above 2030. And then those of you on SPY, again, 0-day expiration, folks, you've actually got a really nice hit on our weekly system and a bullish confirmation as well. You're stuck in here, but as of right now, the SPY is signaling that it could reverse bullish here at New York Open. But at the moment, we are 4 candles away from being able to play a SPY position because it's when New York actually rings its bell. So we'll wait and be neutral on that asset for right now until it can close above or below. All right, now on for the thing that most of you guys are on. I mean, we talked about this earlier about US30. You can see middle right of my screen right here. That's US30. True Algo members, we're currently in that red on red. If price goes parabolic and pushes up right now, then this is not an area we play in. We just let price go. If we come up, hit this box, close bearish below it, then that can be a new short opportunity that we can be looking for. So we already have our plans for what the New York session will be. And then instead, if price pushes up, hits here, consolidates, traps traders, and then closes above the box here, then that can be a long position. Cool. and then I'll show you the ideas here on the ES and NQ. Reminder that ES and NQ need to look for reasons to build confluence. Down here, the NQ is in these bearish confirmations, but you're red on red. So you're basically just trying to tag lines on these ideas. And then the ES, again, had that last close that potentially could be looking for an idea here, but the NQ was not in confluence. And then it pushes down, and now this thing is on red on red. And it might be difficult to see here, but I want to make sure you guys see this. And this is more for the current members. I think those of you that are not members, this is just going to be confusing. But True Algo members, that's the daily level 4, and then this is the weekly level 4. And you guys know 80% of the time we can't close through that, and then you can see we're holding it to the T. So for me, one of the plays that I'll be looking for on the ES today is when we close below that level 4 right here during the New York session. That could signal quite the bearish momentum downwards. So an easy place to look at right there. It's basically 57.60 is what I'll be looking for during that New York session. But for now, if price just shoots up, it's not a long position we can take, and we have to follow rules. So if it goes vertical, it's not something we can take vertically up, just so you guys know. The stocks have all trended past the True Algo normal system, and now it's headed towards a trending system. The only thing that hasn't gotten there yet is Microsoft, where I just drew the little doodle. Microsoft is holding the best so far, but there's no long confirmation on Microsoft, so it has to close above. And again, any of these things that you see, we're just drawing the direction that they've confirmed with our system. You can't play these stocks until the New York bell rings, because it's for the options, folks. So if you see a position, it reminds us where the candle confirmations have come from True Algo, so that when we get to New York Open, we know if you should be looking for puts or calls. The Euro and DXY, folks. On the right side of here is the Euro. Left side is DXY. Right now, DXY just put in a new bearish confirmation as soon as we started the stream with you guys right here. Again, you can see that we've hit the red, pop up. We hit the normal True Algo daily box. We reject bearish. This is a bearish candle close below that box. And then now it's in an active short. And many people don't actually play DXY, but it's our confluence builder. You'll see over here, this is a confluence asset. And the Euro right now put in a bullish confirmation and really, really close to our box too, allowing, let me show you something. Here's the Euro. This is the average position with True Algo system. So you can see the average stop is perfectly below this box. Again, close below this box, then it's a loss, and then you shift directions. But right now on the Euro, it's in 36 pips is the average win. You can see we've traveled what looks like 90% of the average win. I'll show you. It's traveled 30 pips, sorry. And our average that you can see over here is 36. So roughly about 84% of the average win on the Euro. So it's hard to say that this could become a loss now. We teach people to move their stop loss to break even at this point. Whenever you travel 50% of the average, that way you can start getting control of your position so that you stop holding things through after it's almost gone to the win. And the last thing you want is something like this to happen, where you're like, I'm not going to take profit, I'm not going to protect, and then that happens on the long position. So I'm going to move this stop so everyone can understand. And then almost zero retracement too on that position. It only retraced 2 pips. Sorry, 4 pips. Gold has been only looking for longs today. As of the London session right here is for any of you gold folks, and it's just been off to the races. You can see it's in the green too, and we are far away. Hold on, I think the weekly box is off. Let me fix that real quick. See if the weekly got in the way or not up here. And we are clearing older weekly targets on gold. Again, if you're not a True Algo member, then that's what those are. These weekly True Algo beacons. Yeah, man, we're green on green. Plus, you have the daily system to guide you. And it looks, man, it's perfect too. So, that first long idea right here. As it muscles up, then now you're in the trending system, muscles up. Bullish closes above. Now you're in the trending system still. Close above the daily, muscles up. If you miss that position, there's another one here that pushes up too. But yeah, man, gold is similar to like where the indexes are, where the only thing you can do now on gold, everybody, is just let it run. There's no more boxes that we have. And True Algo tells you we're trending bullish. So you just let it run. Let it keep going up. Let the retail traders try to short this. Let gold run. Oil's in a bullish confirmation right now, everybody, over here on the right side of your screen. And then if it closes in between these two little boxes right here, then that will be a loss. And then you look for reasons to push down if there's a position that allows us to. Gold just pushed up higher, by the way. Crypto folks, I hope you guys weren't longing the high. Again, I know not all of you guys are crypto traders, but you can see it pretty clear as day. There was a small push above our weekly system to right at the Asia Open. Morning, Jaden. Right at the Asia Open, we had a push above our box left side of your screen on ETH, and then literally as soon as it touched our box, there's the bearish confirmation, and you from there that's telling you the system not to look to take longs anymore. And as retail traders get unbelievably bullish, and then there's another bearish confirmation right here. Again, we're looking for candles that close below boxes with a bearish candle or close above a box with a bullish candle. And then from ETH, we've done nothing but push down. Give me 1 second. I'm back. All right. Sorry about that. We are all human, and I have a sick kid at school. From school, he's at home, and he's not playing ball right now. If that makes sense. Yep. And then just to, if you see Ethereum's on the left side, Bitcoin's in the middle. You can see below there. My favorite tool. They have require confluence, and Bitcoin never. I mean, our system is really dang good, guys. If you're a crypto person, we never got a single bullish candle to close above our box. And so where everyone was probably saying Bitcoin is going to go to 125K, 150K, all those retail traders only look to go long. We had a really good opportunity that you can see here that it closes below the box and then never pushes up and just rejects as expected. And then Tether is the extra layer of confluence you see on the right side of the screen that provides the same thing too. But yeah, all of my plan now is we have a new close here in 3 minutes. I'll keep you guys posted, and if we get a new position activated, I'll let you know. But as of right now, there's nothing new to take. Reminder, because we're at the red side of our system, we've already had the shorts to push us down, and then there won't really be any new longs to take. So I'm gonna go a little dark right now and just be quiet while we wait for the next close. And I'm gonna try to help my son, who is. Hey everybody, I'm back. We are dealing with the reality of trading, not all the fancy stuff you see everywhere else where they're flipping time frames. The world's coming to the end at the house with my kid. But this is reality. And thanks, True Algo members. I appreciate it. All right, so just had our next close. Reminder, for any of you guys just jumping in or those of you hanging out, there's no new position down here. That we cannot take a long, even though you see green candles closing above this red box. We're red on red. This is where you just got to let things run. And then again, the people on the NQ in the center of our screen, guys, there's no new position either. When you have massive moves like this, we're always looking to build confluence. And so in order to like get shorts on the NQ, I would much rather want that ES on the left side of our screen to close back inside this zone here. Like, and I'll show you that way you guys can write it down. Like for me, if I'm looking for shorts, I need to close, remember at 57.60 roughly this area, and then need the NQ to stay in its shorts in this area here. And you guys can see there could be heavy retracement, right? So it's not a position that I'm going to be looking to add in heavy, or maybe I just don't touch the NQ. I would only touch the ES because the stop could be so wide from the system here. And then long positions are going to be so much further up. So we already know before New York session starts that it's going to be difficult to take a long on these assets. Same thing with US30. We covered US30 earlier. And reminder, True Algo members, that SQQQ is telling us it's done pushing up. So it can help the potential longs that are trying to push up here, which could make the NQ not produce any new shorts below us because the SQQ is signaling it wants to go down. You guys see that, True Algo members, right side of our screen. So please make sure you guys are watching out for that. We just had a new close again. So now we can look at these. The reminder that SPY left side of our screen, SPY is the closest thing that reflects what the ES is doing, is in that bullish confirmation, but you can't play the SPY right now. The center of our screen is the QQQ reminder, and then it's still in bearish confirmations. All we're doing is looking for it to complete its move, hit this box, and then let us know if we could do something new. So True Algo members, the biggest thing today is going to be watching SPY and QQQ to help us get a position idea on the NQ and the ES, because the NQ and the ES overnight are at their red boxes. Cool? So make sure you guys are with me. And then Russell, you guys are red on red, so you're just letting it run. There's no new long positions till it gets much higher, back up at 2030. Stocks haven't changed. Microsoft actually put in another bearish confirmation just now from the retracement point. So we are looking for puts on Microsoft at New York Open. And then NVIDIA, Apple, left side, Tesla, you're just letting these trend bearish through our system. And again, just so you guys can see, like all of them, if you turn on our dashboard, you'll see here in the bottom right here in just a second, you'll see the word red trending on the day and potentially on the weekly right there. So there's zero reason to long this asset. Even if you want to catch the low, I mean, again, the goal is to not become like a gambler. Like you don't want to just throw money and hope that it sticks. You know what I mean? This isn't roulette, which we don't want to do that. Cool. So the only thing we're looking for it to push down, if it pushes up, then we can't chase it. You just got to let it go. And the same rules apply. Like how it pushed down, you wouldn't have then followed that because you're breaking rules. So we don't break our rules down here. By the way, we did get that full average win hit on the euro just now, guys. Over here, right side of our screen. Remember, it was about right here. We said about, what was it, 30 pips. The average win is 36 pips that you can see here. And we've now, instead of just giving you 36, it's actually pushed up 52. That's almost 1.5 the average win on the euro. So a nice win real quick on that. Nice low stress. So when you remember, if there's no new moves on the index futures, which you guys just saw, then you can be playing Forex instead while you're waiting. Oil's in retracement. Gold, again, there's no new moves up here, everybody. And then silver is currently neutral, everyone. So commodities are going to have to take a little bit of a break. We can try to look at some other commodities, look at some natural gas, look at some platinum, see if there's anything on there with our system. Again, as you're waiting for the boxes to load, you're looking for bearish candles closing below boxes or bullish candles closing above boxes. Real simple to figure out what we're doing as we wait for it to load. Hopefully when I didn't mute my mic, I can see you guys talking, that my son wasn't screaming. So again, really, really cool here. Platinum on the left side of our screen. You can see at this low, we smacked it at 2 different True Algo boxes, and there's no close below. So platinum with a really big take profit and now reversing bullish from our True Algo box. And one of the coolest things here is you see these two lines. Those are our True Algo daily targets. There's an 81% chance you would hit both of those today, and those got cleared as well. And then over here on the right side of our screen, natural gas, folks, you have to be neutral till this candle closes below. We don't chase candles, guys. We don't revenge trade. You don't chase moves hoping that they're going to do something, as hope is not a strategy. This candle needs to close below this box, and then there can be a short opportunity. Right now, you're just letting it go. Don't force things. Actually, I'll leave that up there because I think that'll have a potential idea play out. And then gold, remember, we're just looking for it to push higher and higher. Crypto, folks, you guys didn't get a new close just yet. But on crypto, it's real simple. You should only be looking for it to get lower. Price would have to close so much higher for you to get any type of bullish confirmation. On ETH, you need to close above 2612. On Bitcoin, I don't know if you're going to get it because it would have to close and not tap this box. You guys see that, True Algo members? So there's no long at 109K. Your next long might be at 110. So, and I'll be with you live if we get there. I don't think we will, just because it's so much further to go. Right now, Bitcoin is still wanting to go lower, and then Tether is wanting to go higher. Man, crypto's been so good. I need to zoom out real quick and show you guys. If you've been nervous about trading crypto, just look how good this is, man. It's crazy. Just imagine like all the social influencers and all their bad ideas, and then you get this type of opportunity. Just like zoop, straight up $8,000 move on Bitcoin. And then you can see if you missed that entrance, there's your next bullish confirmation, straight vertical. And then right up here at the highs, what do you think everyone's telling you to do? Please long, tell everyone to go long, open longs. We're going to go to the next highest level you can think, only for us to reject from our True Algo system. Just like, again, down here, I'm sure everybody was telling you to be bearish again. And sure enough, True Algo reverses it from that system. So you can get rid of all the noise with our system. Ignore all of those people out there that tell you what to do for their own benefit, and instead start being very mechanical with your ideas. So question, can you guys answer this for me? Whether you are a current member or you're someone who's just hanging out with us today, what's the only thing, guys, we should be looking for on the indexes? What direction for them to move as of right now? And we'll have another close here in 8 minutes, but what should we be looking for, everyone? What direction? And the reason why I'm asking is, one, my job here is to educate and entertain you all. And hopefully I can bring some more of the entertainment value. But from an educational standpoint, you should all be able to know what direction we're looking for. There is nothing but what direction right now. And again, the red on red should help you. Closes below boxes should help you. There's no bullish closes above boxes that are not the color opposite of what the system is. So again, this is a green candle close, but this is a red area. So the only thing we should be looking for is for price to continue to push down. Yep. Thank you guys for your answers. I appreciate y'all. So again, if I can't stress this enough, if you're going to hang out with us, if price pushes straight bullish, like, don't let it bother you. We can't chase it. Just let it go. And then watch throughout the New York session when we get something like that, when people don't think it can go any lower. And by the way, True Algo members, reminder, it's Friday, man. And hold on really quick. I'm going to check my macro charts that I share with you guys on Sundays. Have you guys checked the daily level to see where we closed? Like today's daily close is what I mean from last night. The Russell lost all four, everybody, just so you guys are aware. And I can post it inside of our Discord so you guys have it right now. And then real quick, let me check the ES. I bet you the ES is testing it. Ooh, it's so close. So, hey, everyone write this down. You ready? I got you. Watch this. Everyone write down 5720 on the ES. I'll write it down with you. Watch this. Do this with me. 5720. It's Friday. We need to go here. Coming for this at NYSE. And then write down 5720. That's where we're going. And then I'll give you the one on the NQ. NQ looks like it's first headed to 2470. So draw another line and then put 2470. Ooh, that is way lower. Way lower, man. And then heading here for NYSE. And then I'll give you the US30 target. 1 second. Man, US30 lost everything. It lost everything, True Algo members. Makes so much sense from our generational wealth stream. I mean, the only thing would be, I guess, 40,880. So I'll do this. I don't know if the US30 will get to it. I mean, but it would make sense. Write down this target if you guys want, 4,860. Hold on, that is the wrong place to put that. 4,860, heading here for NYSE. So now we have a bearish target that I'm throwing on there for you guys. You guys see those bearish? Man, that US30 one's way lower. That is 600 points lower. Woo! That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun. Ooh, and the QQQ, it would muscle up all the way up to 28.63. That's way up here. That's going to be fun. All right, so we might have a really fun New York stream here. I mean, I don't know if they're going to open and just completely sell off, but you guys have a target now right here. True Algo members, please write those down so you have a target for where price could reach to. Let's get it, Victor. Got a gap fill on Apple, he's saying. Let's check it out over here on... I zoomed out to show you guys. Now, are you saying it can go much lower? You're not talking about this one. That's already filled. Hold on, I got to zoom out more from what he's saying. Where's the gap fill that you see, bud? Let me know. And I can track it for you, too. I don't know if he's talking about a physical gap or a fair value gap that's down here. That might be what he's talking about. That's way lower, man, if that's the case. That's 181. Itty bitty chart. Let's zoom back in. Be really nice if Microsoft, you guys can see, just floods the market short here and just pushes down like crazy. And True Algo members, that would be a 50 handle move, by the way, on the ES alone, 200 points. NQ, it's 300 handles or 1,200 points. 1,200 ticks, not points. Woo! That'd be fun. We have a new close in 4 minutes. I'll update everything, everybody. I really want to post those levels in Discord. I don't want people to miss them. Give me 1 second. I'm going to tag everybody over on the Discord side. Again, we're trying to always make sure that we are available for everybody on live candles. Give me 1 second. I'm just posting these levels on the Discord in case people are not able to be on the live stream. They might be working, might be doing their own thing, and I want them to have them. These are bearish targets from Sunday's stream to be hit during this New York session. If we continue to be bearish, let's go. All right. True Algo members, I just tagged you on the Discord side in case if you're over there, you're already good. Hey, Nick, can I look at MicroStrategy? Absolutely. Jeremy, I hope you're doing well, buddy. So MicroStrategy, before we pop it up, question for you all, and this not just for Jeremy. If MicroStrategy is tied to crypto, right? And so I'm sure before I even load up MicroStrategy, again, the goal is to educate. So I think gold pushed up. No, not again. So here's crypto. Everyone, I'm sure their mom, like we were saying earlier, is longing crypto at the highs here. So MicroStrategy had to have pushed up as well. I'm just guessing based off of our system. And then now you're going to have a heavy drop on MicroStrategy because you're supposed to be shorting ETH and Bitcoin as well as adding or transferring money ideas into Tether. That's what the right chart says. So when we pop up MicroStrategy here in a second, you want to be looking for reasons for MicroStrategy to push up because as of right now, Jeremy, there are no bullish confirmations on ETH, none on Bitcoin. And so let's pop up MicroStrategy. Let me come over to here. I'm trying to figure out which one to get out of the way. I'll just move Amazon real quick. This will be the left side of our screen, everyone. MicroStrategy. And again, you are only looking for reasons of why it pushed down. And so we'll let this bad boy load. And then you can see it's even in an active bearish confirmation right now, right here. You can see bearish candles closing below. And so, Jeremy, it's actually really easy, bud. Watch this and anyone else. So as of right now, you're looking for puts when New York opens its bell on MicroStrategy. When do you look for calls? As soon as it closes above the box. And so once it closes up here, then it's calls, and then you can look to push up at 391. But yeah, man, I really want to see real quick. We already saw how good the True Algo daily system was, right? Or the weekly system on Bitcoin. Let's see how good it was yesterday. You're welcome, bud. I want to see where this wick is if True Algo helped us up here. That was right at the New York Open, by the way. It's so pretty. Yeah, man. So look, you guys see, and stops right there, and then right at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it starts signaling those shorts yesterday. And so I hope people weren't longing MicroStrategy up here. You don't long up into a box above, just like you don't short into a box below. You have to close above or close below the box with the matching candle. So yeah, I think real easy to watch that going forward, Jeremy. And then just remember 391. Get a bullish candle closing above 391, then MicroStrategy can be bullish. But you would want the crypto side to be printing in longs too. You know what I mean? Just keep asking me. I won't forget. I'll keep watching it for you, bud. And then stay on Amazon over here on the right side. Or that's still micro. I'll just leave MicroStrategy up if everybody's okay with that. We'll leave that here for now. We just had another confirmation, everybody. Again, there's nothing new. It's just looking to push down. And then again, that NQ, nothing new, just looking to push down. US30, just looking to push down. SQQQ, neutral on the right. Russell, folks, again, you are red on red. You're just looking to push down. If you're asking what's the target here on Russell, I mean, guys, it's just the floor. You could, this could be really good. Russell, folks. Now, man, are we going to get down here in one day? I don't know, but we have a monthly target down here too on the Russell, 1923. That's 100 points lower than the current price on Russell. Cool. And reminder, you guys, this left side of the screen, you SPY folks, there's no active idea to take on SPY. You're waiting for New York to open. And if we close down here, then there's no position to take. It's going to be flipping neutral. Can I check DXY? Absolutely. Yeah, so DXY, again, we hit our target right here. And so this is not a new short. You guys see it? And again, this is going to be more for the members that have looked through our materials. For Forex folks, you guys see this? That short already happened and pushed down. And then reminder, we hit our average win on the euro plus an extra 12 pips. And this is not a new confirmation. So all you're doing now is waiting for potential retracement to then open a new position upwards. And then DXY, you're going to want continuation down here and then go short. So it'll look like something like this. Does that make sense? But that'll be on the New York candle because right now you're neutral. Again, guys, the definition of neutral with our system of when you can't do anything is you can't hit both sides of a box. So that's the bullish hit above, and there's the bearish hit below. Sorry. It's on the euro side. So DXY still bearishly confirmed, but you can't do anything. There's no new entrance because the euro's already finished the position. This is what I meant to say, that you've already hit the both sides of the box, and that position you guys saw win live. And so now it's done. And now you're waiting for another close. The only way to get into a new bullish confirmation on the euro is you need it to hit this close bullish and push up again, which absolutely can happen on the live stream. We'll keep watching it. I think the indexes, it's going to be fun today. I think a lot of people are going to be terrified too, so it could offer a really good opportunity. Gold, folks. So Sam, everybody answer Sam for me. What's the only direction you guys can be looking for on gold? It's very, very easy. By the way, we did get our bearish confirmation on natural gas, everybody. That's why I left it up instead of silver. It is in an active confirmation, and then this is the average win on natural gas. Boom. So if you look on my screen in the middle, the stop loss is too wide. Like your stop should never extend that high. And then you can see the average win. Your take profit 1 actually needs to be when this box gets hit from a demo and paper trade purpose. And then that's the average win. So that's where you're trying to get natural gas to. Everybody got that? So that is an active short. But anyways, what's the only direction we're looking for on gold? And Sam, you can see they're talking to you right now. You are only looking for bullish confirmations. Like we are, this is through the True Algo system. You are bullishly trending green on green. There were bullish confirmations over here, over here. You're now in no man's land. There are no more boxes. And where retail traders are going to think they're going to catch the high, they're just going to get punished. You should only be looking to push up. And our average move is a $9.50 move on gold. And that single candle in less than 4 minutes already pushed up $8.40. So it pushed up almost 90% the average win in a single candle. So, for everybody that's here, you're never going to have to ask me anything different, guys. If gold falls through the sky right now, unless it closes bearish below 33.15, there are no shorts on gold. Let it run. Let people keep trying to short the high and get destroyed. There's no shorts up here. I think Bitcoin just pushed down again. Not a new low. It's pushing red over here. Sorry, I'm taking a drink right now. Just water, by the way. Nothing exciting. Right at New York Open, I got to take care of some option things, so I might be a little quiet right when the bell pops. You're welcome, Sam. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to do something. I'm sending a message. Almost done. All right, there we go. Nothing new on the stocks. Reminder, they're all saying the same thing. Jeremy, if you're still here, or anyone, confirmation as well. And then what's the question, Diego? I came in late. What should we do when we touch those red boxes on the indexes? So, Diego, the only thing we're doing right now is just we're looking for prices to push lower. And you are correct. Yep. If you want to play in the area, it's line to line. You're welcome, Jeremy. There's no new positions. And one thing I'm watching for, Diego, you see how like the NQ is in an active bearish confirmation right now because the ES is flooded all already down to the red side. And it's weekly boxes up there. But the thing that can help you guys, and again, if you're not a member, you won't be able to know what we're talking about. But Diego, over here on the right side of your screen, but you guys can learn real quick. When the right side of our screen, if the SQQQ closes above here, then that can offer shorts across the board on everything. So True Algo members, this is really important. And remember, we talked about this on Sunday that we're collecting some new stats to help support you guys, specifically during the New York session, is that the SQQQ, do you guys see how it can clearly offer us positions today on the right side of the screen? That can allow us to play the ES and NQ when they're trending. And some of the things that I've been backtesting with Mike is that this asset, the SQQQ, really, really helps trending plays. So if we get a close above here, you guys won't think I'm crazy anymore when we get down 50 handles lower and 300 handles lower to these targets. And then remember, 600 handles lower on the US30. The target is to get to those, and the SQQQ closing here during the New York session, that will help get us there. And most people won't be ready for that. That's a very aggressive short again. And then what do you think is going to happen when we hit these targets? Then everyone else is going to think it's time to short, only for us to hit my target and whoop, do that. Could be really exciting. I'll be looking for it. Excuse me. Try not to cough into the microphone. Natural gas with an extremely bullish push up against the position. And then crypto floats, nothing new. Man, look at the bonds. You see all that? The people talking about the 10-year, like, look at this. Literally perfection. I know not everybody's a bonds trader. Even this, just nice, smooth playing between there. And then there's the bullish confirmation. Literally at 10:30 a.m. Eastern yesterday. And then, whoop, there goes a 10-year. 10-year pushing up just means to risk off assets. But right here is the exact point when the 10-year starts to flip bearish again, which means risk on. So something just to watch out for, True Algo members. I'll update this on Sunday. And then let me go back to your questions. I apologize. Spooky, what did you say? Hi, Nick. Will you chat? We'll chat with you later. My question is, and this is when I get confused, when you have red boxes overlapping, like what would you do? So Spooky, as I was saying earlier, I'm not sure if you're still here. Some of your guys' names is hilarious to say out loud. When you're in the red, you're just trying to go line to line, and that's it. And so it can get very difficult if you're newer to our system because the volatility is higher. And this is not an area where like I'm trying to, or we teach you to like try to long off of lines. You're just trying to look for short opportunities that push down. But if you get confused when it's red on red, the True Algo system, because we should just be looking for reasons to short, then look at another asset. It's one of the best opportunities. Like if you guys are confused, you're literally telling yourself, hey, I should look at an asset that doesn't look like this. So it's back to being in a normal range where the stress is lower. So that would be the biggest suggestion for you. But like I was saying earlier, if the SQQQ can close above this target on the right side of your screen, bud, that can help signal when that is long, that can be new shorts. And then again, used line by line as potential targets as it travels down. Okay, cool. And then what was the next question? I want to make sure I didn't miss your guys' stuff. Can I check the UK 100? We can. Let me get this off. I don't like these brokers. Do you have a preferred broker? Pick a broker if you're still here, and then I'll pop it up. And then let me see anybody else. And Wes, sorry about that NG play as I see it going against. And then what's the question? Yes, and Kyle, you are correct. Because we're in the red, you don't have to require confluence. I don't think I missed anyone else's questions except for people trying to see specific assets, which is easy to do. Oil's currently in a bullish confirmation and in retracement at the moment, back down to this box. Reminder, guys, that oil has an 81% chance that when it confirms, it's over here. When it confirms this long position, 81% of the time, it will return back to the box before producing the win. And so it allows you to get into a position like this 81% of the time rather than 80 with specific before pushing up in your favor. Someone was saying something about DXY with the, what was it, the UJ? I want to make sure I didn't miss it. What did they ask for? Can you look at DXY and the UJ? So the UJ should look bearish before we pop it up, everybody, because the UJ is led by the dollar. And right now the dollar is extremely bearish in our system for True Algo. So when you put up the UJ, the reason why I say this is if for some reason the UJ is bullish, that tells you the yen is extremely bearish. And so pop it up, and as you can see here, it is bearishly pushed down. And then were there opportunities to short this asset is what we're trying to look for. And you can see here, and then also the very big push on the UJ down at 143.1. These are all short confirmations, everybody, right there. And then if you missed that one at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, there was another one at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So either one of those were valid. If you got in at the 5 a.m. one, then this is all retracement. And so we teach you, if you're going to get in retracement, you want it to improve your position. So like this would be entrance 1, and then this would be entrance 2, which by the way is right around 50% of the average, 50% of the box, which is good. And then you can improve that position from an R perspective. And then so right now, this is not an area to go long on the UJ. If the UJ goes straight vertical, everybody, this is not an area we long it from. Again, you take closes below this box. Right now it's red on red. You're just looking it to go lower. And for those folks that were just asking about like the red on red line to line perspective, and you look down here, these are all closes below level 4, and then now you target level 5. Wherever the line is, that's the level, everybody. And so you can see close below level 4, target level 5. You hit level 5, you're out. And then once we close back bearish below level 4, you can target 5, close below level 5, target level 6, and that's how you go line to line. Again, just be ready for the volatility. Be very aggressive down there, everyone. Oil with an even heavier retracement. Gold too. New York's going to open here in about 16 minutes. True Algo members, and then I'll be talking to you guys all day on the Discord side. Again, that would be a lot of fun, man. If we can just... Oof. Most people won't be ready for it. It'll be fun. True Algo members for crypto, man, I really need to post these boxes for you guys. Like just posting the macro side, it looks really good. Gold, folks, we have a target at 33.60. Why is that not showing 67.2? Oh, it didn't get there yet. So True Algo members, I have a line right here for you guys. It's 33.67.2 on gold. 33.67.2. That's a key level from the macros on Sunday. Man, the VIX. The VIX is almost at 26.11. That's that next target on the VIX side. It's kind of funny that the VIX chart moves on the S. Oh, this makes sense. Man, can I share my other... Oh, well, here, can I share this with you guys real quick? True Algo members, check it out. The people who are not members, they won't understand. But look, this is from Sunday, guys. And remember what we talked about with that break at 2080, 2083 to be exact. And then look where we got to, True Algo members, from the macro stream. Just straight back down. Almost no targets really on the Russell. And then it held it to the T right at 1986. Make sure you guys add these lines to your chart. can really help build confluence on the system. That's pretty. What's going on, Zip? Hope you're doing well, bud. JSB, the certain boxes are, some of them are from our daily system, and then some are from the weekly system. And then you navigate throughout the daily system within the weekly system, rather than just picking one over the other. Diego, any type of close above here would not be a long position, like you're asking. Again, you're trying to go long off the 4th level just to push up to here. It's not going to be something that's worth doing. For all of you guys that are not members, you're seeing all of these big red boxes and green boxes because we're heavily trending, and 80% of the time you don't ever get into these areas of price action. So it's probably a good idea that we're live at the moment right now. Won't be anything new on DXY. I'm going to pop the euro. We can check the pound real quick as well. Reminder, DXY is bullish, so the pound will be bearish. Sorry, wow. The DXY is bearish. Can't talk, which means the pound will be bullish. And there you go. And there were longs as of 3:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and again at midnight USA time. And now you're green on green, just playing line to line. And you can see, like, it literally got to line 6. Close above level 4 and 5. And then now hits level 6, and then it's done. You got to be real aggressive if you're going to play in the red and green area, guys. Get back over on the euro. Excuse me. And then JSB, if you ever have other questions, bud, feel free to jump on the Discord and you can ask me. You guys can DM me anytime too. Just remember, I will never DM you or friend request you, is what the scammers like to do now. They copy my name and then they friend request you. And I will never message you or friend request you first, just to protect you. So don't let those people get you. So Jaden, you don't care, so I can pop up anything. So let's pop up the UK 100. Just pick Capcom. It's the first one on there. And so this is for you UK 100 folks. So it's perfect, man. I was going to say before the box is loaded, Jaden, you want to see that up here where this price action was getting trapped, where there's short opportunities, and you can see it clear as day. I mean, not even during the London session, but like you had short opportunities on the UK 100 during the Asia session. Right here, as of 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there's your short activations. And then this push up against you. And guys, you got to realize this. Our system's much different than what a lot of you guys expect from all the other places you've learned. Remember the stat about 95% of people lose, so we're trying to do the opposite of everybody else. This retracement on the initial short that pushes against you, where you get terrified, that point where you're most terrified is usually the point when everyone else is getting out of their position, only to then watch it go in their favor. So like, again, if this is entrance 1, our stop is above the box, and you're getting terrified and pained, like you feel pain at this point, that's the best place, if the True Algo system gives it to you, to then put in another retracement entrance or a sniper entrance. And you can see here, if you were to pull this box, the 50% line looks like it's about right there, and there's a perfect sniper entrance. And you can see from that point, pushes down like crazy. But even if you miss those, there was a new short activation at 4:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right there. And sure enough, that one just basically goes straight down. And then there was another new confirmation right at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to push down. And it got all the way to the next box, by the way. We call that a True Algo 180, when you can go from one side of the box to the system to the next. And that's a huge move, guys. Just so you know that it's not small. 86.90 all the way down to 86.10. It's a 70-point move on the UK 100. Hopefully that helps you, Jaden. I know you were asking to see it. Try to get my screen back to normal now. Get this. This is on the NQ. We use the CME broker for ES and NQ. Oil with that big retracement down, guys, and then now trying to muscle back up. You guys can see it live over here. Oil's actually moving pretty aggressive. Usually the candles don't move as active. We're trying to get up to here. That's smaller than the average win. 62 ticks or 62 cents is the average win. Same thing, 62 ticks or 62 cents. You're welcome, Jaden. Again, might be a little boring here for New York Open. Get some. I'm just imagining, especially where the stocks are, where people are going to take profit on the overnight puts, and then get some consolidation, and then boom, get that. Is there any New York level? Yeah, we're not even at any type of low from the previous week. That would be fun. I'm sure all retail indicators are firing off to go long. It's another thing that's going to look to trap people at New York Open. I'm going to be a little quiet here as I just wait for the next close. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But this is more reminiscent of what real markets are when you're just having to wait for the next close. Crypto folks, it could be a really exciting weekend for you guys since yours doesn't close. And then I can do an update for the crypto folks tonight to see if there's anything that we can be looking for specifically over the weekend with the aggression with the moves. There was a new close for stocks 7 minutes ago, just like the indexes. And as of right now, MicroStrategy is retracing bullish. It's still in this bearish confirmation for puts at New York Open. Again, closing above 391 is when you can look for calls to push up. All the other stocks that we watch like normal, none of them have changed. Pop on Tesla and Amazon real fast on the left side. This is Tesla. So as you're waiting for the boxes to load, you're looking for boxes to be closing bearish, and there's that first one. And Tesla's actually holding up really well compared to everything else. Tesla looks very similar to Amazon, where Nvidia and Apple are through the daily trend system. Tesla holding strong, man. It's still in a bearish confirmation for New York Open. Tesla above 338.5 with a close, can then look for calls at New York Open. Get Amazon. Amazon's still down here at the low. Nothing new. I'm going to pop on MicroStrategy for Jeremy. We'll leave that bad boy on there. So yeah, unless this current candle on MicroStrategy pushes bullish, everybody up here, then we would still be looking for puts from a demo and paper trade purpose only, from an idea perspective for New York Open, for it to do that. That would also support the ideas we're looking at on the indexes currently. And then True Algo members, knowing my luck, will consolidate at New York Open, maybe even get some bullish push up just from people taking profit. Then we get off the stream, right? And then get that. And then be fantastic. Allow some good retracement too on New York to push up and do it too. Any questions or anything you guys have, let me know. It's going to be a little awkward now for the next 7 minutes. I would appreciate it. I always forget to ask you guys to like and comment because I'm not usually focused on that. I'm just focused on markets moving live and trying to assist everybody. The euro, I can show you a Kish. So right now you're neutral on the euro over here on the right side of your screen. We already had, reminder guys, that live position that played out. And then 36 pips is our average win. It ran 52. And then after you hit this box above, you're neutral waiting for the next candle to close. So for me, a Kish, I know I'm butchering your name. I'll just say Reedy. And I don't even think that's the correct one too. For the euro, you're looking for potential shorts when you get below 113.3. You got to close though. It can't just be down there. It has to close. And then if you're looking for calls or longs, sorry, I'm getting New York's about to open, so I'm thinking about options. You have to get a new bullish candle to push above here. So a bullish candle closing above 113.43, that would be a new set of longs to push up on the euro. If not, let this keep flooding down. But as of right now, and if we close right now, like let's say the New York candle prints right now, there is no new position to take, bud. You just got to sit here and wait and be neutral and follow the rules. We don't chase candles here. Oil back up to the initial entrance, everybody. So if you got in at that retracement point, fantastic. Reminder that the average loss point it tells us is 56, but that stop can be right between those two boxes, everybody. But if you guys got into that retracement point back at the box, reminder, 81% of the time oil retraces. Then what the heck to have in a natural gas? Somebody said something. That's gnarly, man. That does not happen. It's not normal. New York's in 4 minutes, getting a little bit of a bullish candle now, or at least the candle's turning green, but we can't chase it. We just got to let it go. Let me get this. I don't want to distract people with these on here. These are the positions that we were looking for to get the continuation down to those massive bearish targets if we get it. Where are we at on SPY? SPY actually retraced back to the box and still holding its initial long idea, everybody. Russell on the right side. Just DM me over the weekend West and we can work it out. Because I am using the Streamlabs side to do it. You're in the pound at 1.35 basically. Before I even pop it up, Reedy, you see how like the euro is starting to reject? That means the pound is rejecting too. And you can see DXY, we already hit that take profit on the idea here. And now it's coming back up to retrace back to this box. And if hits this box, closes bearish, then you can be bullish on the pound. But as of right now, again, that move already played out. And you'll see, like I can guarantee you the pound is pushing down right now. And there you go. And reminder, up here, you said you were long at where? 134.9? Let me find where that is. 134.93. Right here. Yeah, so, and then watch Reedy. I know I'm not saying your name right correct. I apologize. But there was a valid bullish confirmation. You hit this box, then that's the bullish candle right here. And then from there, the average move is 31 pips on the pound. And we far exceeded that, I believe. This is 30. This is 31. And then it pushed up 27. It's 54 pips. And so now there's nothing new to be up here. And you can retrace all the way back down to this box, hit this, and then put in a new bullish confirmation at 134.8. Now, let me be clear here. I'm pretty sure you're not on the futures side. So your price on 134.9 might match better to your CFD broker is what I'm guessing. Again, getting some more bullish push up here for New York Open. MicroStrategy, Jeremy, if you're here, you guys see this? Again, there's no position on this asset or any of these assets till New York opens. But you can see now it's about to put in a bullish confirmation. So that means for calls at New York Open in less than 2 minutes, as long as it closes above the box. Oil, by the way, now traveling up and continuing on its merry way upwards. Again, for that heavy retracement, nothing new on silver, nothing new on gold. You guys see oil, right side of the screen? Again, you get real stressed here, right? And then 81% of the time it will retrace. And then now you're almost to 50%. It looks like it's 2 ticks away from being 50% of the average move. Again, that's just from here. No, it needs to get to right there. Right there's the 50% mark. And then you put your stop to break even. But again, that sniper entrance, 81% of the time, you will retrace back to the box. You're very welcome, Makuna. New York's just about to open, everybody. I'll try to navigate as much across price action as possible for you all. Excuse me. Crypto folks, no new longs on ETH or Bitcoin. So MicroStrategy is going to be a solo play. There's New York Open, everybody. No new positions on the index futures. The only thing I'm noting, True Algo members, is that the SQQ is telling you to short, which means looking for reasons for the ES and the NQ to push upwards. So please take note of that right now with that SQQQ confirmation. SPY is in a bullish confirmation for you 0-day expiration, folks, over here on the left side. And then you're just about to hit the take profit. There it is. MicroStrategy retracing. Microsoft is still in bearish confirmations. This is not any type of new position. This is not a new position. Just Microsoft. I'm trying to see if we can find anything else for you options folks side. This is Tesla. Tesla's in a bearish confirmation too, unless that candle closed above. Just give it a second. You can see those puts on Microsoft starting to play out. Yep, this is a bearish confirmation, but you would have gotten the puts right here because you can't open puts on the previous candles. So right now that's up, everyone. You can see SPY taking profit at our line, everyone. And then this would be a really nice trap. Everyone starts to take the bait to go long. Remember I said most people are going to take profit here on their overnight positions and then get to these way lower targets. If not, a Sunday night overnight session will be heading down there to break people's hearts. So again, True Algo members, watch that SQQQ. Update on gold. There's no new position on gold, guys. By the way, oil's now 50% of your average win. Move your stop to break even as you practice. So everyone watch this. Let me show you again. The average win on oil is 62 points. So once you hit 32 points, this is 36. It's good practice to shift your stop to break even and then now move on. Move on to a different thing. You're trying to get up to our box or the average, which is 62. But just a reminder, as you guys have been watching this live with me, remember what I was saying earlier, like on the crypto folks, this is that exact point when you're absolutely terrified that it's going to become a loss instead of losses just happen. And just be aware, oil retraces back to the box 81% of the time. So 81% of the time, this is going to happen. And so that's playing out really nice. But back to what Cricket is asking. Guys, there's no new position to open on gold. If gold absolutely plummets right now, we can't chase it. Because if that's the case, we wouldn't have actually taken the longs that following the rules to push up here in the first place. That happened over this area. So if gold absolutely plummets right now, we're not going to chase it as it goes down. That SQQQ is going well. Hold on, I have to manage something on my other side. Why will we be heading much lower? I don't care about tariffs mastery. I mean that, but I'm not being facetious or sarcastic. All that stuff is just tools to distract traders. I'm trying to close this options play. It's up 142%. 1 second. One second. Hold on. I'm still answering a question on my 1 second. And I'm about to sneeze too. Apologies. You guys see the push up again? True Algo members, watch that SQQQ. It's an opportunity, man. Nice little opportunity. The SPY's still pushing up, by the way. All you SPY 0-day expiration folks, going great. SPY about to get above the next box. Russell really aggressive. Remember, guys, 1982 held like a dream, man. Absolutely gorgeous from the macro on Sunday. And now, whoop! I'm also having alerts on QQQ going off, True Algo members. That SQQQ, man, is going to be the thing. So beautiful thing. Ooh. Did not mean to do that. Sorry, I'm still trying to do something real quick. Russell's going to offer a new opportunity real fast, man, up here. And that'll be on that next close. Nvidia pushing up strong. Apple fighting it. Nothing new on the pound and the euro. Nothing new on gold. Oil pushing up into a new high just a second ago, everybody. Crypto folks, no new move, but you might get that new move up here. Remember, it's basically at 110. It can't be at 109 now because you can see we've hit both boxes. Excuse me. Try not to cough into the mic. Oh, knowledge. Are you a current member or no? If not, I'll post the charts later. It's related to the stuff I showed on Sunday. It's the level we're always looking to be tested every single week for our generational wealth technique. And so that's what I'm watching right now. And that's why I gave you guys those. But there's no reason to head down there until that SQQQ can close above 26. But yeah, the tariffs is all just talk to get people in and out of their ideas. It's just a fear tactic, in my opinion. You're welcome, bud. But if you're a member, just message me on the Discord, and I'll post an update to those charts. I'll do that tonight, is what my plan was. SPY going absolutely beautiful. About to push up to an area where in 9 minutes we can confirm our next position, but really good win on SPY. Oil folks, sorry, I forgot about you. Still headed in the area. Again, gold folks, if this bothers you that it's pushing down and there's no active idea, then you wouldn't have taken the ideas to push up there in the first place. Like, we don't chase, and hopefully that doesn't bother you in any way, shape, or form. Again, the Forex folks, there's no new long positions on the euro and the pound. You see DXY continuing to muscle up as well. Crypto pushing up again too. Nice heavy retracement on MicroStrategy. Why do I have Tesla over here instead of Apple? Lots of volatility. About to hit that first box now on the ES where we could see things slow down. Just a second. So True Algo members, if you guys are with me, I know most of you guys are our members, not the people that are on the YouTube side. This is the thing that I was telling you guys earlier that me and Mike are watching, that when you get to the trend area where you have to start being more neutral and waiting for all of them to close on a specific side on another candle, the SQQQ is the one that can allow you to take ideas. Not on the SQQ unless you want to. You can. This is a 3x leverage short or long. But because it's giving you active shorts, remember I taught you guys on Sunday that you look for long ideas to push up. So it's such a good opportunity where we can, instead of having to remain neutral, we'll cover it on Sunday too in the strategy session. You guys can see SPY and that idea taking profit. There's also the ES hitting that box, NQ hitting the other side of the daily system, and then could now load up. We'll see. SQQ, by the way, is all the way back down to level 4 too, True Algo members. So watch that key area. Could be a really volatile Friday. Lots of fun. Oils about just put in a new high. I'm gonna go to the smaller time frame, not because I ever do this, but I'm just showing you guys that that's another new high, and you might be missing it. But oil getting there, just taking a little bit. And True Algo members watching 7 minutes to get a new activation potential on Russell. Whoa, I just spilled my water. That's not going to be a good thing. I will have to go dark for just a second. Whoa, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Sorry, everybody. 1 second. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Whoops. I'm just waiting for my keyboard to short out now. That's going to be a little awkward. That's not good. That's why I keep messing up that right side of the screen. You guys see that little bit of trap for those people who jump in late. And again, True Algo members, focus on that SQQQ. Again, that's the level 4. That's where that bullish trend starts. So like that quick little opportunity, hit this, and then now there's no continuation. Close below that, then there's a continuation. For short, which means you'll get a bullish continuation on these. But as of right now, it's just an opportunity for a push here. Mind you, the ES did not hit the box. It's 1 or 2 ticks shy. Still trying to wait for oil to get to its take profit. Still not there. And then remember, crypto folks, you guys see that? Again, people who keep taking that bait that they just don't wait for the candle to close, they're trapped over here on that high side. And you don't long into a box above. You have to close above the box with the bullish candle. So there's no new idea. Oh, man, this would be so cool. Just pop this, man. True Algo members, because reminder, the NQ is in an active bearish confirmation. You're just waiting for a new confirmation on the ES. If the ES can actually hit this box, it didn't, then close bearish, then you have a very manageable stop where it's pretty much the average, and then you can get this, but obviously this would be the best thing in the world. Will we get that? I don't know, but would be fantastic to get a setup to get there. You know what I mean? And that SQQQ will help because it'll be extremely bullish. Oil, folks, there's another new high. Almost to the first take profit. So our take profit ideas, guys, it's either the next box or the average. Whichever comes first. That would be take profit 1. And then take profit 2 is obviously the opposite. Again, it's a 62-point win on oil that you guys are watching live. This is take profit 1, though, right when that line gets hit. And then you might be like, well, wait a second. Why can't we just like keep letting it run and just go further and further? Well, the reason why is this would be a new entrance to take along. So you don't have to hope that it will just keep going forever. You want to secure and protect, and then you can open up a new idea. Ooh, my nose is still under the weather. I apologize. Nice take profit now on Russell and on SPY. I'm going to get the SPY out of the way now, guys. And then SPY close below the Russell, no close above, so there will be 0 long ideas. You have to close above this box. It would look like this, True Algo members. That would be the next long above 2032. If not, potential to get this, and then you can follow the red and just let it free fall. Would be nice. You're correct, knowledge. That would be a loss on oil over here on the right side. Left side. Right side of my screen, left side up here. We don't pretend that like every position is a win. Same thing like when you see the stats, that we don't ever put a 100% win rate. That would be a lie. You have to be able to handle losses and figure out how to navigate. Gene, I have no idea what happened at 7 a.m. I just know that a whole bunch of things were firing off shorts from the system. I'm trying to watch oil, guys, because there's no new idea yet on the index futures. I am getting ready to jump off here. I always stay on for about that first 15-minute candle, and then I help members throughout the day that need assistance. Any of you guys that are on gold, do you see what happens if you took that bait and you took the shorts? Again, we can't short. We're only looking for gold to go higher, and any type of push down is just people taking profit on their longs. And I don't mean this sarcastically, because I know some people don't know this. Like, the only way to take profit on a long position is you have to actively short the position. That's how it closes. And it activates other people's longs. And sure enough, people that are seeing those take profits happen, they then jump the gun and go short to follow it. And they're shorting when people are just taking profit. And so they're going to get caught up in that and get destroyed. You're welcome, knowledge. All right, folks, I'm getting ready to sound off here. I'll update everything here in just a second. There's still not going to be any type of new position on the index futures as we're still waiting. And then if you guys need me, just message me on the Discord side. I'll be here to help. AK, that sounds a lot easier. I'll just say that. Thanks, bud. I appreciate it, man. And then hopefully my keyboard doesn't short out here shortly. Trying to see if oil can at least hit the box before we get off. I mean, again, we've traveled 52, divide 52 by 62, and that's the average so far that we've gone. But if you were able to get to that box, man, that retracement point, you've already pulled off 75 points on oil. Will the Russell validate bullish? Let's check it out, bud. Oh, that is a bullish validation. Yeah, because the candle just closed. And remember, guys, as soon as it closes, you can see how like you have that average retracement. Now listen, Kyle, watch what I do here live because it's really important. Russell is in a bullish confirmation, but is it the only one? And that's something to take into account of. If it's the only one that's bullish, remember, we make these decisions live. A couple of things you can do. One, you can just wait for this next candle to close because it's only going to improve the position 3 out of 4 times. And I've taught you guys the 3 out of 4 ways if you just wait for it to close. So like if it retraces now, it'll allow you to get into a sniper entrance long. If it pushes down further, you avoid the loss. And then if it instead ends where it is, you missed out on nothing. And the only way it would not benefit you is if it just goes straight to take profit. So just wait here because we want to look at everything else. So what do we see? The QQQ is still not telling us to long. If you're on the SPY was long and now took profit. So that's 2 reasons already not to take a long on the Russell. And then MicroStrategy is in a big bearish confirmation now. Jeremy, right here, bud. At 360, 386, or 387. And now the next target is 383. And then really quickly come back. If you're still with me, Kyle, the ES is not in a bullish confirmation. The NQ is still in a bearish confirmation from earlier. It just retraced. The US30 is not in a bullish confirmation. And then the SQQQ is telling you still to be short on it, meaning bullish on everything else. So everything is telling us that the Russell is not a good idea. That was 6 reasons. Are you with me? So guys, if there are 6 reasons to not take the idea, remember this is where you have to make live decisions when you practice, then wait for this candle to close before jumping the gun. Does that make sense, bud? This goes for anybody. If again, people always think that when they get into markets, they deserve to be in a position instantaneously. And then this is where the markets will punish you by not building confluence. Does that make sense, bud? Hopefully you're listening. MicroStrategy now is at that 383 target, Jeremy. And I'm sure that a lot of people on MicroStrategy right now, they're taking puts because of the aggressive push down on Bitcoin and ETH. You know what I mean? They're using that as a hedge for the positions that they missed. Oil, folks, it's starting to retrace a little bit. Silver, you guys might get in a new active short where you can't touch a short on gold, but silver offers a position. Nothing new on gold, or sorry, on Bitcoin. Apologies, get my words mixed up. And even US30 is not in a long, man. It's going to make that Russell play very difficult. Just wait one candle to close. Russell did get to level 3 here. Again, that's that very last point where for it to hold its longs. All right, guys, I appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out for me today. Sorry it was a little bit of a boring stream. Sorry it was a boring stream. Hopefully you learned something. If not, I just appreciate you guys giving me time to hang out. And then hopefully next week, we'll be back to our news events. There were no news events this week, so we could just kick up that volatility. But